Happy New Year and welcome back to another episode of my weekly trail talk, the number one for 2023. Today I'm going to speak a little bit about my race plan for the first 6 months of the year. And there's a lot of races coming up. Quick review of 2022. Best race of the year for me was the Asia Trailmaster Final, for the reason to have all the top guys, top trail runners of Asia all in one race, and I was just right in the middle. So that was an experience of a lifetime and I hope I can do that again. So my main goal for 2023 is to qualify again for the Asia Trailmaster Final. Quick update on the rules. You need to be ranked among the 5 top people in your country. Your best 4 results count, and I'm in the situation, since I am living in Indonesia for more than 10 years, I could get a slot on Team Indonesia. This is not an Olympic sport here. These are the rules of Asia Trailmaster. I like it. My race plan for 2023. First race mid of February, Philippines again. Santa Ines Ultra, 80 kilometer in the mountains near Manila. I think the area is called Rizal. I don't know much about the race yet, so I still need to study the course a little bit, and I expect it to be very competitive. Let's see how that goes. 2 weeks after that, still in February, I hope I can go back to C2C, which is coast to coast near Yogyakarta. It's a race I really like because it's organized by the local trail running community, trail runners at all of the 8 stations, and organizing everything, and the marking is usually very good. And this year they do have a 100-kilometer category, which starts in the morning. The majority of the race time you will run in daylight, which would be a nice change. Previously, I run the race 3 times, always the 70 kilometers, which starts at night. So to be honest, I haven't seen much of the course yet. Hopefully I can do this year. In March, it is also fasting time in Indonesia. So far there is one short race on the calendar in North Bali. It's the Alu 5K, which doesn't sound much, but is a really tough one because it has almost 200 meters of elevation in the middle. First edition was a lot of fun. Total race time only 20 something minutes. Really nice for a change, and I hope I can go back there. Then in April, I'm looking at a 100K race in Vietnam. Vietnam because I met a lot of Vietnamese runners at the ATM final, and they were telling me how well organized all the races in Vietnam are, so I'm very keen to go there myself and check it out. So I'm looking at the 100K race in early April in Vietnam, near Hanoi. In May there's another favorite race of mine, which is the Bali Trail Running Ultra. There was an exhibition race last November that was really successful, and this time they do have a whole race weekend with a distance of 55 kilometers, 30 kilometers and 15 kilometers, maybe a shorter one even. So I signed up for the 55 kilometer because it's my training ground around Mount Batu and Abang, and I can't afford to miss that race. A week after, there's an official Asia Trailmaster point race in Sumatra. It's called Orangutan Trail in Bukit Lawang. Last year they had a status of a candidate race. Very cool area, and this is probably the only trail race in the world where you have a chance to see orangutans in the wild. So if you're into wildlife and running in the jungle, don't miss this opportunity. Usually it's really well organized. Getting there, you fly into Medan, and from there there's an organized bus shuttle to the race central, which is roughly a 5-hour ride. Accommodation in the jungle is super cool. I really enjoyed my stay in 2022. The course is also challenging, so I think it's a really adventure-packed weekend to go to Bukit Lawang. That's That's it for the first half of the year. I don't have a race in June yet, and I think it's a good idea to go back to training in June and then being ready for the potential toughest race of the year, which is a Mantra Summit Challenge. And if I'm not mistaken, it happens on the first weekend of July. So I'm gonna spend my June mostly in the mountains and training really hard to get a good result in Mantra because it's an official Asia Trailmaster point race too. Yeah, in 2023 I do plan a bit more content around trail running routes here in Bali. So yeah, if you're interested in that, yeah, please subscribe to the channel. There are a few updates coming soon. And yeah, thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one.